Hey, I'm Brendan with RevZilla, and today we're checking out the Fox Racing Instinct boots available at RevZilla.com. So the Instinct boots have been around for quite some time, and this is the latest iteration of these particular boots. This is exactly what Ken Roczen is out there wearing at the supercross track when he's out there racing and throwing elbows with Cooper Webb and Eli Tomac. And there's a lot of things I really like about these particular boots, and we're going to talk about that. But before I do very quickly want to talk about the overall fit. Now, I typically wear a size 10.5 to a size 11 in most of my riding shoes and riding boots. A size 11 fits me spot on in these particular boots. So I would certainly say they're running true to what the sizing chart is going to recommend for you, but I'm like a 10.75, so I went with that size 11 and it was spot on for me. So if you're anything like me, go with that upper size if you're closest to that one, and you should be good to go. Now keep in mind, these boots will ship to you for free, and as always, we do have our price match policy in place that is there to ensure that you're getting the best deal around, so take advantage of that. Let's talk about these boots here. Microfiber main construction and a lot of hard TPU surrounding the entire boot, and that's what you want for an MX boot. You want these things to be beefy, and you want them to provide you with an ultimate level of protection, because I can assure you, if you're riding in the dirt, whether it's MX or out on the trails, you're going to be coming off of the bike and you want that level of protection. So nice reinforcement here at the toe, this hard TPU. And one thing about the toe, it's pretty low profile, and I think that's one of the contributing factors there, is that it has this low rider chassis, which you'll see printed right here on the back of the heel. But it's a very low profile design. It gives you excellent tactile feel, but the toe itself, I think, is it feels pretty low profile in comparison to some of the other competitors that I have worn out there. So I do like that. Now, one thing, speaking about that, if you have high arches, I will say these boots might be a bit of a challenge for you to wear comfortably, because I don't have high arches, very flat-footed over here, and I can feel this pressing down on the top of my foot. Of course, that's going to break in with regular use over time, but it is something to be cognizant of if you do have high arches. There might be some alternative options out there that might be better suited and more comfortable for you long term. But as we work our way around, you can see we've got this thermo rubberized sole here, really excellent grip, and again, it provides you with excellent tactile feel of your controls, because this is a bit more of a low profile design compared to some of the other options out there in the market. Nice TPU protection here. This heel is beefy, really excellent crush protection, impact protection surrounding the entire heel. And as we move over to the medial side of the boot, this is like a rubberized material. It's their Durotech. It's a TPR, but it has a really excellent grip to it, much better than some of the other options out there. I typically utilize, Tech 7s and Tech 10s quite a bit. I really love their boots as well, but this provides a much greater level of grip when I'm hugging the frame. So I really like this Durotech design that they have here on the side, and it is going to hold up over time, because this area is prone to wear with regular use in time as you're hugging that frame nice and tight, whether you're at the MX track or the trails. Now, moving over here, let's talk about the buckles. You've got a metal and plastic combination here. It's kind of like a ball socket design, very straightforward, very adjustable. You can see this bit of coverage here on this lower buckle, so if you've got branches or things like that, it's going to help protect it and kind of help it bounce off of there, giving you more coverage. One of the other things worth mentioning is that it's got a dual hinge system, so you're getting a bit of flexibility here. You can see with the blade system, I should say, you're getting that flexibility with the hyperextension and the hyperflexion. You can see the blade system right here at the back of the calf, and that's going to help it move forward, but it's only going to allow it to go so far. You can see this large recessed area here on the back of the heel, so this flexes down. Well, it's only going to allow it to go so far. So that is going to help you out and give you some additional levels of protection there. So I like the flexibility here, but I've still got that torsional and lateral protection I'm looking for. Now, is it quite on par with something like the Tech 10s when it comes to the torsional lateral protection? It's close, but I've still got a bit more flexibility here than I do with something like that. So that's something to be cognizant of there if you want that top tier, torsional and lateral protection. Now let's work our way to the interior here. I'm gonna go ahead and undo these real quick. And as you can see, there's not Velcro towards the top. A lot of MX boots, you have that Velcro. I think Fox just really wanted that extra level of flexibility and movement there. You can still secure this and cinch it down nice and snug. But working our way to the interior, lots of mesh on the inside just to help promote some airflow. And then towards the bottom of the heel, it might be a little bit tough to see from this particular angle, but there is a little bit of reinforcement at the back of the heel because that's a high wear area. So they got some additional reinforcement in that particular location. but very, very comfortable boots. I like the amount of flexibility that you're getting with these in combination with that, torsional lateral protection and the hyperextension, hyperflexion that they've incorporated. But you've got a lot of tactile feel with these particular boots. A lot of MX boots on the market can feel very rigid and just have no movement whatsoever. They feel like a plank of wood, more or less, and these certainly do not. You've got that flexibility, but you've got the protection you want incorporated here with lots of adjustability, and they feel very, very comfortable. But again, if you have those high arches, just something to keep in mind right there around the toe area. That is going to feel nice and snug in that particular area. But of course, if you're looking for more details, click that info button on your desktop or your mobile device. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com, where you can read other rider reviews. And as always, if you have any questions for us, please do not hesitate to reach out. Give our Gear Geeks a call at 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, taking a closer look at the Fox Racing Instinct boots. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.